To start off, I want to say that it can sneak up on you. The same way I used to not know I was depressed, I used and still do not always know as soon as I'm hypomanic. I think just judging on the recent events, coming off Prozac and having this new YouTube interest, I've been propelled into an over-energetic state. I notice I really despise sleep and am tempted to find it at all costs. All day I think about YouTube ideas. Even getting off work at midnight, I'll sometimes jot down some notes before relaxing. At work, I feel like all my words are hitting with people. Like it doesn't matter what I say, I like it, they like it, I just flow. It's awesome because I remember before Prozac, I was not this socially active, and once again, I haven't had it in probably 2 weeks. I don't have insurance. I'm waiting on insurance approval from DHS. I really don't want to enter another depressed state as it's pure suffering, but I feel like I've attached myself to a purpose. This level of passion has not been experienced in some time. I truly feel like I will blow up, I will improve, I will get better at these videos. I know God made me intelligent and sent me through hell so I can understand how bad others feel. I know I will be rich one day and bless my family and fund good causes towards mental health. I really hope I could have a channel outgrow the effectiveness of donating. I could have a channel so big that my dad's friend's business would skyrocket if I just shouted it out. I think in my gaming phase on YouTube, I was still figuring out myself. Before this channel was all about mental health, I was trying to make it as a gaming channel, but I would quickly feel like something is missing and lose interest. It didn't help I was in a depressed episode, but it still doesn't quite hit like my new branding. My content now is directly attached to my own identity. Bipolar II is not only something I'm well educated on, I've also lived with it since around 9th grade. But Hypomania gives this laser focus and euphoria that lets you knock down projects like never before. Your mind constantly races, and randomly you get mad over little things or for no reason. It's like I know something's off, but it's not like I can do anything about it, but take preventative measures. I won't lie though, I haven't been taking very preventative measures. I got addicted to nicotine and weed after starting the Prozac, after not doing nicotine for years, and now I have this impulse to just boost this feeling and get higher. I feel like if I wasn't on nicotine or weed, I'd be much more stable and not have such low impulse control and feeling for it and get higher. I feel like if I wasn't on nicotine or weed, I'd be much more stable and not have such low impulse control and feeling for more. Because in most of the hypomanic episodes, I remember feeling like I didn't want any drug, not even caffeine. Like I was so high on hypomania that I didn't even think about caffeine, would even avoid it. I think my habits now have reduced the high I would feel naturally because I've used up dopamine on nicotine and weed. Oddly enough, I don't have a craving for psychedelics. Used to, the only drug I'd do was psychedelics, and it was every once in a while. So overall, the Prozac has been destructive, but taught me that I truly have bipolar II. I got close to figuring out in my childhood, but my parents would just call me a hypochondriac. It is a relief and empowering to know why I've been different from everyone my whole life. I used to just randomly toss up whether I had MDD or anxiety disorder. Ironically, now I know that in bipolar depression, that anxiety/activating feeling is much more likely than in unipolar depression. The only thing I can think to add on to what hypomania feels like is this: time distortion. Days are blurred. Memory chooses what to remember, strictly what I'm interested in. Luckily, in hypomania, you are interested in more things than usual, but I do forget to do important things because I'm locked in a different world. Well, anyways, I hope you learned something about hypomania.